Yes, sitting at home listening to WPEG Power 98 Quiet Storm. Bringing back some memories.
All right, here we go. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Black Guy Tips Podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
and we are live on a Monday, ready to do some podcasting. Find us everywhere you get podcasts. The official weapon of the show is
Chaser.
And the unofficial sport,
Bullet
Bullet Ball Extreme, and of course, the feedback information is in the show notes, how you can talk to the podcast, and we talk back to you.
We do.
On Saturday mornings, although I'm making an exception today. We got us a comment yesterday.
Okay.
And it was about our story on Judge Pinky, who we loved.
We did.
Who we laughed at her antics and said, wish she got her own TV show.
I would watch.
Probably shouldn't be in a courtroom because her methods are a bit unorthodox.
Yes, it is.
And I know if it was, me in a courtroom and it was my case, I might feel a little way about that. You know?
Yes, I would.
Like this woman making jokes and shit and my life on the line.
Come on.
Well, we got this comment, Karen. I want to know what you think about it. It's from Sean, who says, and now you might know Sean from, I didn't read his comment because he wrote this extremely long comment that I couldn't even tell if he was being funny or he just was trolling the show or if he was being dead serious. Either way, it was a read the room situation because it's like we don't write up here condescendingly explaining to us theorems and theory, and it just it wasn't even relevant to what we were saying on our comedy show. But he says for Judge Pinky, informing people without representation that they can plead no contest instead of guilty is the right thing to do. Reprimanding her for that seems kind of fucked up. It will offer some protection against civil suits. Now keep in mind, we never read that she was informing people without representation. The prosecutors weren't there.
That's a problem.
So it wasn't that at least none of the charges that were in the article were like she was doing this without the defense attorneys present. It was she was holding court, knowing that there were COVID restrictions, knowing that certain people would not show up because of the COVID restrictions, including the people on trial. What Sean glosses over is there were some people she put in jail and put out once and exorbitantly fined them because they were obeying COVID protocols and not showing up to court. So she then basically set up her own debtor's prison, which is a passage in here, modern day debtor's prison. And when she was asked about it, she said when they were like, hey, that was the other thing. She wouldn't even collect the money. So they were just in jail. Mm-hmm. Now I didn't even read this part because I thought, well, it makes Pinky look really bad. And it was a long article. You notice I'm no longer the bill collector for the clerk's office. I'm not your bitch. See, you get it? Collect your own money. There you go, player. Mm-hmm. Collect your own money, player. Mm-hmm. I'm not your bitch. Run, tell that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How you like them apples, suckers? That's a direct quote from her disciplinary hearing.
What?
Where they were saying, how can you use these warrants and jail time when people just trying to obey the COVID protocols to throw them in jail? And that was her answer. So Sean somehow made her this really like just like it was all fun and games and nobody was hurt by the things she was doing, which is an interesting take because I read so much of this fucking article. The only real problem with her behavior was her handling of the pandemic period. Well, I mean, I guess people might see it as less than a only if you're the person in jail.
I might take that personally.
It might feel a little different. Not to mention she forged that the prosecutor involvement with these things. So like she literally purposely misled with the paperwork and said, yeah, the prosecutor signed off on this. The prosecutors weren't even aware she did this stuff, which seems like a violation of law.
False accusation. Yeah, you signing on somebody else's behalf and they're going, I never signed that paperwork.
Yeah, and she's not going to jail, keep in mind.
No.
But she's not going to jail.
And they was only gonna give her 6 months, but she acted a fool and was like, I'll take you all y'all bitches to trial. That was like, fuck it indefinitely.
Yeah, so it seems like while you're going, well, this is a good thing, it put these people in jeopardy because these things are now being challenged. So imagine that you got this quote unquote deal in court, and now some at any point some prosecutor could pull it back up like, we going this again because she didn't follow the procedures. Yes, she did it to avoid complying with the requisite procedural safeguards set forth in RC 2937.02 et sec, requiring a judge to inform the accused, among other things, of the nature of the charge, identity of the complainant, the right to counsel, and the effect of a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. And CRIM.R.11 and TRAF.R.10, both requiring a judge to engage in a personal colloquy. I have to look that word up with the accused, probably conversation, to ensure that a plea is knowingly and voluntarily entered. Carr also unilaterally recommended pleas to unrepresented defendants when no prosecutor was present and accepted the pleas without explanation or discussion of the consequences of entering the plea. So while you're going, whoa, she cut him a break. What if these people were like, I'm not guilty? And she's like, listen, here's the plea. This is what we're going to do. And you're like, okay, so does that mean I can just go back to work, get my job? We don't discuss. I'm not even going to discuss with you what this means for your life.
I'm not going to tell you how this impacts you.
So it's like I don't know if it's gaslighting or just purposely trolling or whatever, but it's this kind of shit that's like the lowest level of feedback. Cause like it's right there in there. You have to willfully be ignoring it. All we did, and we mostly just kept it light and made jokes about the shit. We weren't condemning this lady and fuck this. She need to go to jail. Like we were just kind of like, yeah, I can see why this would be a problem.
Yeah, I can see why it would be a problem. In fact, like you said, we even cracked jokes about how she had her own TV show. I would actually watch it.
In at least 6 of the 34 cases identified in this count, Carr unilaterally amended the charges against the defendant and falsely attributed those amendments to the prosecutor in her judgment entries. And I said, of course, that's essentially forgery.
Yes.
This motherfucker, Sean wrote back like, it's not forgery because I'm like, nigga, look up the definition of forgery.
Because you signed my name and I'm not there and not present. It's a problem.
You were like, okay, she may not have literally wrote in their signature like someone trying to cash a check, but she clearly attributed shit that to them illegally that they did not do. If it was no malfeasance about it, then why the fuck would you even need to do that? So it was such a weird level of feedback to that they sent in, and then he sent this like super long one. I just deleted the last and someone had a cow and she said this. I was like, who gives a fuck about that? But yeah, it's weird. Stop being weird, Sean. I know you're hearing this, you're listening. That's it. 2 strikes. 3rd one, you out. Stop playing on my phone. I got important podcast jokes to make, and you got to learn how to just listen and enjoy them. Jesus Christ. All right, now we can get into the show. Sorry, that was bothering me all night. I was like, I hate when people do that weird gaslighting type shit. Whereas like we weren't mean, we weren't chastising the woman, we literally made jokes about the shit, and then like some random thing was like, well, she better than a Trump judge. Okay, well, my balls on the table are better than a Trump judge. That's not some high level of aspiration. So because you're not a Trump judge, you can just do any fucking thing?
No, you can't.
What does that mean, dog?
You still have to abide by laws and rules and regulations and shit like that. And they have these other people present for a reason.
Right. Like that shit is super weird, dog. Stop being weird, man. That's all I'm asking you. I think it's a simple request. Stop being weird. All right. Now, let's start the show. Coronavirus news.
Again? Look, here we go again. We got variants. Really need to keep a mask on hand and follow the plan. Get the vaccine and second shots, whether woman or man. Black out who tips is doing their part, but the dummies expand. Niggas would rather believe a bunch of misinformation. Fuck y'all idiots not getting shots. Now we gotta regress. If we keep going in this direction, we never can rest. Never can get back to the lives we be living the best. Damn fool, stop the lying, stop the intubation crying, cause it's your fault that motherfuckers dying. Damn fool, stop the lion, stop the ventilator crying, cause it's your fault the motherfuckers dying. I do not understand this shit, I'm not a fan of this. We were like one win from the pandemic championship, but fuckers wanna leave it to game 7 with Giannis Delta Kumpo blocking forward progression and Chris middle fingers to your plans, man. Damn. Looks like it's no true holiday for you and your mans. I'm sick of black people dying for real, so I'm just writing this new piece to let you know how I feel. Coronavirus, yeah. Fuck that COVID-19, it's unseen, it's creeping in the air for you to breathe, yeah. So fuck that COVID-19, it's unseen, it's creeping in the air for you to breathe, yeah.
Coronavirus news, talk about it. Only got 2 new articles. The first one is pretty obvious, but we knew this was coming because they were doing a national report basically on it. Reading and math scores have dropped among students in the U.S. following the impacts of COVID-19.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see a lot of children being behind and not doing these things at grade level or even below grade level. And what's so funny about this, and maybe the way I view it, I don't know why people act like this pandemic was not going to affect children at all. Mm-hmm. Why they didn't act like sending children home, away from their friends, away from their social circles, away from their routines was not going to it was fucking up the parents and the adults. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, the children were not going to be impacted whatsoever. It makes no sense.
So who do you attribute with acting like the children wouldn't be impacted?
And I guess I feel like with everybody in a push to, a percentage of parents with this push to go back to normal, like the pandemic isn't here, you go, well, children are going to be impacted. Grades are going to be affected by the pandemic.
I think a lot of those people, so the reason I ask, I think a lot of those people were saying children would be impacted, and they were using that to say we should just have school. We shouldn't worry about masking. We shouldn't worry about social distancing. It's going to impact the kids, and in order to make everything okay, we need to act like it's normal and just basically throw the kids into this fucking COVID fire, right? to be like, hey, what about their mental health? And of course, we've said so many times on the show, we understand, but it's going to be a negative effect no matter what.
Yes, it is.
There were only bad choices. You have school, kids get sick, they spread it around. They're unprotected families and adults who are who are more vulnerable. Get sick. People losing parents,
and
people losing, and then what about the kids' mental health?
Right.
You just want to send the kids out when we didn't even have vaccines. That was, to me, was insane.
Right. And talking about teachers, yeah, all of a sudden you had some children. For some of them, the first death was their teacher dying.
Yeah.
Or their classmates dying.
And then you also have the sheer terror of constantly dealing with this invisible disease in the air. Mm-hmm. And the people around, hey, no school for 2 weeks. Okay, it's school for this week. Okay, no classroom. Okay, you've been exposed. Okay, you had a close contact. Like, this is all new to those kids. The way it freaks us out, it would freak those kids out.
Right.
And if you can avoid that by having them at home, obviously you want to protect that, but that does mean that the in-person benefits of learning in person are going to go down. And we knew this was going to be a hit. But I just think that this was a necessary part of the response. And if a lot of people still had their way, especially like the social media centered people, we wouldn't even be having school now, in not college, not no school, not people would all still be working from home. Mm-hmm. I don't know the right answers to when it's okay to open things back up. And I think, everybody's kind of flying by the skin of their teeth here and hoping that it doesn't all implode or get so bad that we all had to go back to what we were doing before. But yeah, I think these findings are not as damning as people would want them to be. Although I would imagine, I'm not in these circles, some people are going to use this as some type of evidence that the lockdowns were wrong.
No, the lockdowns were particularly prior to, and children was the last to be able to get vaccinated too. Like, so they was and the younger the children, the longer it took you to get vaccinated. So you're talking about children, that were preschool. I don't even know if they're of age, but I know it's up to like 5, kindergarten, some shit like that. So, you have like the smaller children and they're slowly working their way down to infants and newborns and things like that. But it's one of those things where they're going to be impacted. I think it was also, if I'm not mistaken, a study that came out that was like this year is the first year in a long time that SAT and ACT, those tests where Americans, the scores dropped. And I was like, yeah, because you have a generation of kids who have been completely impacted by COVID and what the new school year is and things like that, and missing school and being adjusted to, those test scores would fall.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not surprised. And lastly, this is also not surprising news, but I feel like we've gone through this fucking cycle 5 times now with this fucking drug. Ivermectin,
again,
a drug once touted as COVID treatment by conservatives, also doesn't improve recovery much. Clinical trials find.
Yeah, now they have to waste their time to test this shit to be like, since y'all don't want to believe facts, we got to test it to show y'all this shit ain't doing nothing.
That was the pivot that the conservatives made to continue to shield this fucking drug, which I honestly, like, I know there were some people that fell for it. I've seen people defending this shit and whatnot in the name, in the name of quote unquote science. But the fact that this drug became like literally one of the like old timey Western cliches of like Mr. Johnson's miracle tonic, like cures. It's got the cure for whatever. Put a little pep in your step. It'll help you go to sleep at night. It'll do like it's like it can't do everything. It can do everything, my friend. You can even wash out your toilet with it. It's like, why would I drink that? It got the cure for what ails you. And you're like that. That's what ivermectin. Like, it's crazy. We're in 2022. And like Joe Rogan is hawking ivermectin like it's a cure-all, and every time it's found to not do what they say it does, they just flip it to like, oh, but it definitely helps with this. You're like, it doesn't prevent COVID. Oh, it doesn't prevent COVID, but it helps you. It helps you when you get it, and you just get it right out of your system. Get rid of the parasites. Okay, well, we've gone through that. People died because they trusted you. And just like demanded ivermectin,
suing hospitals because hospitals was like, this doesn't even treat what you have. Like, no, we will not give this to you.
And now it helps you with recovery. So after you get through with the COVID, that's when you do the ivermectin, and then and it's like they keep. It's like I bet them fucking scientists be at their desk like, oh, what they say this time?
Right.
They said, okay, so y'all they believe you. You proved that it can't stop you from dying. Okay, thank God. But I'm sorry about this. They said it makes the recovery time much easier and faster. So we gotta go do some more studies. Yeah, we're gonna need y'all to do some more studies. But it's a horse. They use it on horse. They don't use it for this. Yeah, I know, but Joe Rogan said
we know you could be curing cancer, but we're diverting all the funds to this bullshit because we tired of these dumbasses.
Let me put my cancer beakers down. Fuck.
Right. Right. I know that because they was like, I just want to do my job in the lab, but I have to keep going back to this bullshit. And I know they're frustrated because they're like, we gonna get the same answers. God damn.
I think we got the cure. We just need to put this beaker and spin it. And then I think we might have a cure for AIDS, y'all. I think we got it. We real close. We more ivermectin test. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be back. We'll try to finish off the AIDS cure tomorrow. Anyway, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
All right, let's do some regular news.
Hey. Regular news. Hey, it's laid back news.
Oh, I needed to lay back. I needed to chill. Okay. Mm-hmm. I got so upset with Sean. I was so upset. You really hurt my feelings this week. All right, let's get into the Kanye news.
What happened?
It's taking over the news cycle. Everything dealing with Kanye. So let's just get it out there.
I'd be so out of the loop because I don't be paying nobody's attention.
I definitely envy your ability to not pay attention, but as the person that gets all the stuff for the show.
Yeah, I understand. You have to.
I see the news all day, every day.
Mhm.
And this has gotten so big, it's almost like you can't ignore it. I've in the past really not reported very much shit that Kanye has done. There's been so many things we have never talked about on the show. You know, I've never talked about the Donda Academy and that singing thing. I never talked about
Right.
his
No, I did hear
Sunday,
about that. Yeah.
his Sunday thing he was doing.
Mhm.
That just there's a shit I don't even think I ever talked about him threatening Kim Kardashian on Instagram. Like, there's just so much stuff with him where I'm like, I'm just not gonna talk about it because it's just not a big deal, or he's in the throes of mental illness, and I honestly do not I do not see the benefit of trying to ascribe some type of deeper point to some of the stuff, because I think we just said everything. I just don't think there's a lot left to say. I know where I know where I stand on it. Right. I know where other people seem to stand on it. And you know, but yeah, he's acting out even more than usual. And so now that the anti-Semitism that apparently he even had back when he said slavery was a choice, but that stuff didn't get on the air because TMZ edited it to leave it out, which tells you a lot about TMZ and what people find acceptable to be public debate and what they feel like is too far.
Right.
So all that insulting stuff that he said about slavery, the white people at TMZ decided that stuff was fair game. We can talk about it, but the stuff about Jews, they left out. And that's an interesting choice, because them putting it out wouldn't have meant that wouldn't have meant that like he would have faced repercussions for it, but them putting it out, I think they looked at it as it would have meant we gave it a platform, and we don't know if we even want to be seen as doing that. Now, we don't mind being seen as a platform that lets him be anti-black and stuff. And as I said yesterday, I think a big part of that is white people feeling like it's not my fight, it's not my conversation when it's a black person saying it, whether they agree or disagree. You know, one of the big things I always see is when like a white person reiterates a black person calling somebody a coon. And there's a lot of black people that come out of the woodwork like, you can't fucking say that. I can say that dude's a coon. You can't say that dude's a coon. And that's their prerogative. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, whether you agree or disagree, their prerogative, but it's enough to make white people go out, the good ones anyway. I don't understand what's happening here, so I'll just let black people decide.
Right.
And black people, when it comes to like Kanye, charismatic guys that we like, or that we used to like, or that have created things that we love, we are not a monolith for sure. Like, we absolutely, like, don't let social media fool you.
Over the place.
There's a lot of places.
A lot of individuality happening here.
There's a lot of places and people big within the culture that gave Kanye room, and that put him on their shows, that put on their platforms, that performed with him, that had that wanted to save this brother, wanted to talk to this dude, that when he was running for president and saying some of the worst, most vile shit you can say about black people and women, there were people like Chance the Rapper still being like, you know, like, nobody wants to, a lot of people don't want to be seen denigrating the guy, right? You know, so all that being said, like,
and depending on who they are, some of them have real life functioning relationships with him that we don't have.
Yeah, which, you know, that part is definitely true. And but at the end of the day, the people that control the levers of these platforms, when you come for Jewish people, they don't have all these qualms. You're not Jewish, so you can't even you can't even do it on some like, yeah, well, he can say it because he's lived it. He's not Jewish. And they don't have to worry about being a monolith. And white people that aren't Jewish can even get involved on this one, because we traditionally have let white people get involved on it. Ever since World War II, it's been like, we can say something about anti-Semitism that we can't always say about anti-blackness coming from a black person.
Right.
White people love to dunk on a white person being racist. That's their favorite thing, you know.
Just they jam.
Yeah, I mean, the whole George Floyd thing, the reason it really, it's like this white cop did this, and every white person in America can feel like, I'm better than that.
Right.
So of course they jumped on him and dunked on him and got guilted into giving us money and all this shit. But when it comes to something like Jason Whitlock, white people see him say fucked up shit every day and go, I don't know if I'm the one that's supposed to call this out. I'll retweet a black person that said, I can't be seen going, Jason Whitlock, you have no right, because he's gonna pull the race card, and there's gonna be some people that I think would agree with me that's still gonna tell me shut my white ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Kanye's now getting these repercussions. CAA, the agency that serves many major artists in Hollywood, they cut ties with him. So he lost his agency, I guess. Good Music label reportedly no longer part of Def Jam. What's funny about this is it sounds like this goes back to like the contract ending earlier this year, possibly, and maybe they're now putting out this kind of like almost press release of like, hey, don't ask us,
right? And
we ain't fuck, he ain't been signed with us for quite some time,
right? Like we just didn't make a public announcement, but now we're going to be forced to make a public announcement because people are knocking on our doors.
Yeah, so we don't. Yeah, they didn't say when it came to an end exactly, but they did want it out there that they are no longer part of Def Jam, almost as just to say, leave us the fuck out of this.
Yes, we ain't had nothing to do with this.
He's no longer working with Johnny Depp's attorney due to his refusal to retract his hateful comments, which is very interesting because like Johnny Depp's attorney defended Johnny Depp and dated Johnny Depp recently. Just, you know, so like kind of willing to be seen with the bad guy, quote unquote, but not this shit. This was too far.
Too bad.
Yeah. Let's see what else happened. There's a group of racists in Los Angeles that went to overhang, like a bridge over a highway, and hung up some signs that said stuff like Kanye is right about the Jews and honk if you know and shit like that.
He became their spokesperson.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even a spokesperson for the
like
just
avatars.
It's I wouldn't even consider him a spokesperson for any group. I don't even think he's a spokesperson for himself because he can't string two thoughts together. He'll contradict this shit within, like, if you just let him talk, he'll contradict it because that's just where his brain is going.
Oh yeah. Oh, agreed. I'm saying that the people that actually did that sign is treating him like
he's a mascot, but it's just interesting because like a mascot to what for them? He don't like. Explain it to me. What does Kanye believe about the Jews?
They couldn't, and it don't even
right. It's just hate.
Yes.
He hate them and we hate them, man. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Lastly, Yeezy reseller markets hesitant to make a move until Adidas announces stance on Kanye West ties. So are they gonna stay with him or not stay with him? Now here's the thing: if they're gonna stay with him, I'm sure those sneakers sell out the roof and all shit. If they're gonna stay with him, there's not gonna be an announcement. Like, think about what you're saying, dog. No one's gonna come out and say we support Kanye through this time. Now, what might happen is they just don't drop him.
Right, and if anybody asks why is he still here, they might be we just waiting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you might be waiting a while, but they not about to put out a press release of any kind unless it's to drop him.
You're right,
dummies. Oh my god, that was so funny. But yeah, man, this is another day, another sad situation. I do worry about what happens. Like I said, this man's been manic for so long and untreated. And from my understanding, my reading, my listening to people that have dealt with this issue, the down is worse than the high. And his high is so high. It's really, really ridiculous. If his down is like his brain whenever he's medicated or coming back, when he sees the mess he's made of his fucking life when he was manic, I worry about what somebody like that would do, because the depressive part of it is the part that, you know, is not done in the light. You know what I mean? Like the manic part, the mania, we all see it. We're tired of it. We hate it. We want them to go away, blah, blah, blah. But the balancing act of the depressive moments, and no matter how long they last, it's always, you know, in the privacy of your own home. It's not out in the public. It's always, you know, us mocking his weight or his look at why he looks so sad and shit like that. And as attached as he seems to be to social media and all the comments and stuff about him, it's just like, man, when and if he comes back down, I just, man, I hope they really got people around him, because this is when shit gets real bad. All right, let's move on to other stories. Cardi B calls out Madonna after Madonna had put out a update to this article. Cardi B and Madonna make peace after rapper slam singer over WAP. According to Jason Lee, he brokered the peace between Cardi and Madonna. Let's start at the top though. Let's start with what happened. Okay. Madonna had put out on her like social media this statement where she said, 30 years ago, I published a book called Sex, S-E-X. In addition to photos of me naked, there were photos of men kissing men, women kissing women, and me kissing everyone. I also wrote about my sexual fantasies and shared my point of view about sexuality in an ironic way. I spent the next few years being interviewed by narrow-minded people who tried to shame me for empowering myself as a woman. I was called a whore, a witch, a heretic, and the devil. Now Cardi B can sing about her WAP, and Kim Kardashian can grace the cover of any magazine with her naked ass, and Miley Cyrus can come in like a wrecking ball. You're welcome, bitches. 5, 6 dots, and then a clown emoji.
She was straight to the end, like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, she did have a point, you know, because I know a lot of people just go to the end and just be like, where the fuck is it? No, she do have a point, because like I was alive during that time, and anything that she did, they was like burn her at the motherfucking stake. Like people fail to realize how restrictive it was, and how she broke boundaries, and how, you know, she was just the talk of the town when it came to sex and sexuality and all these things. So I do understand that. And I can see her point where she's saying, hey, dog, like when I did this shit, y'all chastised me, and you have other people that have the ability to come out here. And she would have been better saying, and I'm glad that they do. But I'm just upset that y'all chastised me. That's basically what the statement says.
She sounds 64.
Yes.
She sounds like a person that wrote that and didn't necessarily understand how it would be taken. That's how it seems to me. Because Cardi then posted like a screenshot, and then that a screenshot that says, I met my real life idol Madonna. I can't even believe I performed at her event, and it was the most meaningful performance ever. She explained an Instagram post in which she is peeking out of a torn sheet of white paper along with Outset and Quavo from Migos. I grew up with my mom listening to Madonna for hours. I performed Material Girl freshman year in high school. Listened to her on all my photo shoots to have super confidence, and always mention her in my interviews. The best part about it, she was everything I thought she would be, a liberal, kick-ass feminist bitch. I'm so happy. So that's what Cardi B said about Madonna after meeting her. She also says in her tweet, I literally paid this woman homage so many times because I grew up listening to her. She can make her point without putting clown emojis and getting slick out the mouth. These icons really become disappointments once you make it in the industry. That's why I keep to myself. And so someone said, did you fail reading comprehension? She only saying she paid the way for sexual songs that became mainstream. She never came for you. What are you reading, ma'am? Cardi said, I know exactly what she said, and I understand, but it's about the tone. Calling me bitches and putting clown emojis, the fuck. And more, you know, because of stan culture, more people was like, you know, what are y'all talking? You know, why are you even saying da da da? She said, yeah. So someone said, why do all these newer artists throw tantrums over being mentioned no matter what the context is? If this irks you so bad, you never would have made it mainstream 10, 13 years ago. Please grow up. She said, y'all are ridiculous. I don't give a fuck who it is. Nobody gonna disrespect me, especially unprovoked. Are you dumb? So she was going back and forth with a lot of people.
And like you say, people ignored her comment at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all be glad I did this shit. Like, you're welcome, bitches. Like, no, who's gonna take that kindly?
So according to this dude, Jason Lee, he said on the phone with Madonna and Cardi, listening to both women share their perspective on the communication going on has brought in their love for each other. Love this, sign a fly on the wall. And then she said, thanks, Jason, heart emoji. Cardi did. And then Madonna said, I love you, Cardi B, always have, always will. And then Cardi put, I love you with a heart emoji reply. So it sounded like they did make peace. And I really do think it was the first thing. I think so. Madonna's a 64-year-old woman that has paved the way and also lost relevance at the same time. Like, she's not who she was. And then also in this meme culture, she's gotten clowned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it had like and I think it's just part of also just the online stuff. Like, offline, I think offline she probably catches it because once you're not like 31 years old, you lose your fuckability, and then people are no longer interested in you as a woman in Hollywood and in the music industry and stuff in a lot of cases. Okay, so that's offline. Online, especially after like all the Karens and like Black Twitter and stuff, a lot of her stuff, and then she fucking made that joke with her black child about that's my nigga or something like that, or maybe it's the white one, it don't matter, nigga's not her word to say,
right?
And so she's been getting clowned online, and then she started trying to do more during the pandemic online stuff. And of course, people have been clowning that shit too. You know, like everything gets clowned now. Like, you're not provocative, we're provocative. The viewer, the listener, the commenter. So I think part of this is just like her losing relevancy and getting clowned all the fucking time. And she had a moment to be like, hey, 30 years ago, I was a bad bitch. That is the reason that all these other bitches get to be bad bitches today. And it's like, yeah, but we still on clown time. Like, you still gonna get care. We don't care, essentially.
Yeah. A lot of people like, I wasn't born.
Right. And she could have with the clown emoji to be saying, we're the clowns, the viewers the clown, the media's the clown. I don't know. It wasn't clear enough because you 64 and you on social media and you might not understand how it's gonna be taken. She could have probably said that shit in a video and we would have been like, oh, she's just saying like y'all welcome, I paved the way, but you know, in a loving way.
Yes.
The last thing I'll say about this thing too is it's a lot of stan culture shit.
It is.
So and we don't all see it necessarily because we aren't these people, but because of this stan culture shit, even the way those people were talking to Cardi, where they were like, I'm tired of these new artists. They all have fake ass names and avatars. None of them are their real selves. Many of their names and avatars are shit like, you know, Lizzo's left titty or something. And then it's, I'm not, and then they be like, but every time someone says something about Lizzo, I'm gonna be here to fight them. And if they not, and if something good happens to somebody else, I'm gonna bring up how Lizzo is better than them. And so
they do this all day.
Yes, and I think, you know, Madonna I'm sure has her stand people online too, but because it's a game to these people, they pit these people against each other all the time.
Yeah, because they're about the falling out. Like, they don't actually care about these people and how they're being impacted by any of this stuff. Like, it's not their job to quote unquote care about your mental health and the things that you're going through, and so in your personal life. So as far as they're concerned, joke time is joke time,
right? So I think that's a big part of it that doesn't get discussed, is like we on the outside looking in jump right into like who's right, who's wrong, this bitch shouldn't have said this and all this stuff, and we never jump into the like, man, I'm sure Madonna gets fucking like targeted by fucking trolls and mean people all the time too. I'm sure there are people that think they're doing Cardi a favor by going after Madonna and stuff. I really love that they got on the phone and shit just worked out. I really think that's the solution to so many people's problems.
Most of the time, a conversation over the phone will actually resolve a lot of things.
Yeah, and it feels like it's getting rare that people do that, but I think a lot of times it helps. And On the occasions where it doesn't help, I know me personally, I had something like that happen in my personal life where I talked to someone on the phone and thought we smoothed things over. And later on, they went on to kind of like, act like it wasn't over online and stuff. And it really gave me a perspective of like, oh, you're performing for whatever this audience is. So when you're online, I don't know if that's the real you or not. I don't know if the real you was on the phone, but when you were on the phone, you were totally different.
Correct.
And now you're online and you're not like that anymore. And whatever it is, I don't want to deal with that. But it gave me perspective of like, okay, I'm a person that I can resolve something with somebody face to face, over the phone, whatever. And I'm really good. I wouldn't lie to that person and be like, we're good, and then go back later. I'm like, we're good. You said what you said. I said what I said. If we reach some type of peace here, we got peace. And I think people have forgotten, or not forgotten, but we have been incentivized to no longer do that. It's just like, no, let the people online that agree with you hype you up. Let the people that agree with them come at you. You fight them and all this stuff. And I'm glad to see they resolved it, because honestly, when I think of Cardi B, I think of Madonna. I think of the woman that played the nanny, like Fran Dresser thing was her name. I can't remember her name, but like I think of certain, like they're white people that have
share.
Yeah, they're white people that are also people that paved the way. It's not only black people that have paved the way for other black people to be successful. Like a lot of times, because of privilege, white people got to do shit first, but they are like, white people be influential sometimes too, and iconic and all that stuff too. So it's not, and I'm sure that especially as a woman, you feel like Madonna feel like she being erased, and she's about 30 years ahead of where Cardi's gonna be. And hopefully, and maybe in 30 years, Cardi will be like, damn, I'm feeling like I'm the one not getting respected right now. I love all the new girls, but I don't feel like people understand that when I did WAP, senators was getting mad and shit and wanted to talk about it in Congress. And now everybody is doing whatever the new thing is. You know what I mean? So I can see that. She had a moment.
I can see that too. And also I think for me, I'm glad that they talked it out. But yeah, you bring up something that I like I said, and I don't know if our generation is the last one, but I am still the generation of telephone conversation. Now there are times where I don't want to be bothered with the phone. Please don't get me wrong, but there are times I was like, hey, let's talk. But you have a generation now where everything is digital. Everything is digital. Like the face to face comment, like that shit does not exist in a lot of people's lives anymore. And so if you tap something or text something and I misinterpret it, it's just how I feel about it. It's not what you meant. It's not what you said. I'm not gonna call and ask, hey, what did you mean, or explain. Fuck that. It boils down to, when you said it, I read it. This is how I felt, and that's what you meant. And that is very dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's, like I said, I think it's kind of dope when people can do that. I think we've moved the needle so far to petty and keep that same energy that it's honestly become like toxic.
Yeah.
Like it's actually like it went from, I'm a person that doesn't know how to draw boundaries, so I have to like put some emotion behind the boundaries, and the emotions I'm gonna call that are petty, and I'm gonna call that, what, keeping that same energy, I'm gonna call that, whatever, which is fine. There's a need for that in certain people's lives, but it's gotten so bad now where I really think people like to hold on to the grudge more than they like to have actual peace.
Yeah, because it's not about resolution.
And I think there's a huge amount of denial that happens where people pretend to be okay and they're not okay. And I say that as a person that used to pretend to be okay and not be okay.
Right.
So, that's my experience, and I see it everywhere, and I see it in other people. It's their life to live. I'm never going to tell them what to do and preach to them. But, if I had $1 for everybody that told me they was okay with something that I could see was clearly bothering them, and you just watch as it eats away at them and it gets worse and worse, it's sad, because you're just like, until you admit that it ain't that you're not over whatever this trauma is or this conflict is, or that there's a cost to carrying this grudge, that to be in this bag lady, as Erykah Badu sang about it, until you are willing to admit it, it's just gonna keep dragging you down, and it's not my job to undrag you. I can only do that for myself. But but it's one of the reasons I do celebrate seeing people avoid that trap. And this is one of those times where I didn't even know when I clicked on the article. I was, like, I was really about to read and be like, I can see where Madonna's coming from. I see why Cardi would take it differently, but I don't know that this has to be a fight. And then boom, they're like, it don't have to be a fight. We love each other. We talked it out. It's not a big deal. It's like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm, like I said, I'm really, really glad that they did this. And to go back to what you were saying before, yeah, for a lot of people, I've just on the outside looking in, a lot of people lie to themselves. They lie to themselves a lot of times about their emotions, how they feel, because a lot of keep that same energy. Most people don't keep that same energy. Most people don't. Most you're a human being. You're a human. So guess what? Nobody is on 100 all the time. Sometimes you got to let off the level, and sometimes you just got 25% in you. Everything can't be 100. And so for me, you have to have balance to that. And once I found out wherever my balance point is, I'm good, because like I said, I see a lot of people ranting and raving and angry online, and everything is like World War III. And I'm like, don't give a fuck. And I just keep trucking. And people are like, why are you okay? Because I can't care about everything. Nobody can.
Yeah, I think also, like, we see these people from afar as there's a compulsion online to only see people as the negative things they've done, as the mistakes they've made, as the shortcomings they have. And I think that's when you have a very online centric life, that's how you start to view everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it then erases that Madonna was iconic.
Right.
She was the biggest fucking star on the planet for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That it erases that, and that Cardi B's not thinking about that when she's a person that looks up to this person and wants to be like her, and literally has become a version of the 2022, Madonna type of person.
Right.
A lot of that stuff, it comes from Madonna. So while we may have our own online type relationships, very critical analysis, that's not an offline real life thing for a lot of people. It's like, I just looked up to her and I loved her so much, and whatever mistakes she's made or things I didn't agree with, I was able to be like, yeah, I didn't agree with that, but I still fuck with this person, and I think we all do it for different people.
Yes, we do.
And so this was probably one of Cardi's. I think the things I won't forget about Madonna is probably easier for somebody else to let go, but I think we do lose the context of the person. And keep in mind, like, Cardi's made her own mistakes and had her own issues and falling outs, and people accusing her of the same shit that they accused Madonna of. So I can see how she would be like, yeah, that's not gonna hold me up from like hoping to work something out with her. All right. I just thought this was funny. Because I don't think I have pictures of these people, so I don't know their race. But I'll play this article. A lot of people treat it very seriously, and they're right to treat it seriously. I'm not gonna tell them they're wrong, and maybe I'd be mad if it was my kid. But their daycare workers that got arrested after a video allegedly showed them scaring kids with a mask from Scream. Yeah. So
these must have been smaller children.
Yeah.
You can't be frightening the babies. Little kids get afraid of their shadows and grass and shit. You can't be scaring the babies.
I mean, let's hear them out. What did the kids do? What do we know? What the kids starting shit? Oh, is this one of those that just plays the sound? Okay, it's not an actual newscaster. Oh, we do have a race. They're white. All right, I'll just read it then, because I thought it was going to show like the news talking about it. Mississippi community is outraged after video depicted daycare workers scaring children has gone viral. The video shows employee of the Little Blessings Daycare.
And they got little blessings, all right.
In Hamilton, wearing a Halloween mask and scaring the kids. In one scene, the child care provider is seen chasing one of the toddlers around the room. The children are distressed, crying and screaming. They are seen running away from the worker. In the background, the other daycare workers can be heard laughing.
See, yeah, you can't be scaring kids because not trying to find. Not a parent. I, as a parent, have to deal with a frightened child that I can't put to sleep because you want to fucking do a goddamn joke. No, thank you.
Right? Oh my god.
Now I have to deal with the nightmares and the screaming and the hollering at the house.
I do wonder. I did not know this was illegal though. You knew this was illegal?
I didn't know it was illegal, but to an extent, it makes sense for the smaller kids because you send them kids in panic and rage and everybody's all over the place. You don't stress the poor kids out. Like, I could see this being very traumatizing for those children.
So this link says it's a full video on TikTok. I guess we'll find out.
Terrifying, the 2-year-old being chased and grabbed. His mother, Caitlin, saying he hasn't been quite the same since.
It's hard as a parent to console something that's happening in their mind and in their brain. It's not something you can physically help with.
Keegan and Alyssa Ray's 2.5-year-old daughter, Rain, was also in one of the classrooms.
We've never seen that type of fear in our daughter's eyes, or never have I ever felt that.
You know you're in trouble. They got a cross in the back. They got 2 crosses in the background on the wall, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I can see the daycare getting ready to get lawsuits because, like I said,
it's not just because of the lawsuits of scaring the kids. I'm saying they definitely think this the devil.
I can see them.
This,
yeah, okay,
like, they got it.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I see a 3rd cross kind of hanging out behind his head.
Oh,
they
the
are,
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
They are
trouble,
they're like, we don't celebrate Halloween because that's the devil's candy.
We call it Holy Wayne.
Yep. We go to church on Halloween and we celebrate in Jesus' name.
Fear.
The parents asking us to show her face, saying they want people to see what their daughter has gone through.
I want them to see the terror on her face because that is what I see every night.
And then apparently they apologize. So there's an apology video too.
Who thought this was smart? And not trying to be fun.
Go ahead.
Not trying to be funny. I wonder what the credentials are. Like, you have to have some form of training, which I'm assuming that you can't just walk in there like me off the street and be like, take care of some kids. You got to have some training. Mm-hmm. And so you know that this is not smart.
It is October and it's Halloween's right around the corner. So it was just one of those things that turned bad really fast.
What's interesting is that you can see in the caption here, y'all might be upset because it's so small, but the apology from the girl with the mask, and apology is in quotes. And this is a real thing that has been happening a lot. There is no apology people are willing to believe.
Agreed.
That's crazy to me.
So it
more than likely, when somebody does some shit like this and their life is all fucked up, they probably are sorry, guys. It's a pretty good chance this motherfucker is not benefiting from the decision. And if they could do it again, they wouldn't, because it's like, I definitely ain't want to deal with this. I know we see shitty apologies sometimes.
Yes.
I totally accept that there are times with there's shitty apologies, but there's a need in us, a puritanical need in us, to make every apology insincere so we can go, it's not real, don't trust it.
Yes,
I still want to burn this witch at the stake.
Yes, and that shit kills me because it's one of those things where everybody wants mercy for them and their family, but they will never extend it to other people.
Yeah.
And and that's the part that trips me up about this, because even when somebody gives like a real true apology, like you say, it's never enough. So it's like, it's a power trip. Like it's you just not wanting to relinquish control. And you said it before, want me to tell you what determines if an apology is accepted or not? If you like them or not, period. Yeah. And and people will never admit that's where they draw their lines.
We only accept the apologies of people that we don't need to hear it from.
Right.
By which I mean, like, it's normally somebody you already have like, yeah, I mean, they did that shit, but I didn't think it was that bad. And so, of course, when they go, I apologize in any, we're like, yeah, fine, let's move on. You know what I mean? Like, but when it's somebody you don't fuck with, or you don't agree with, or you don't like, they could do whatever. They could apologize for years. they could like Ray Rice, where he had one incident, has spent the rest of his time like doing all this stuff with education about domestic violence and trying to stop angry men from hitting their spouses and loved ones and shit, and stop the cycle. It's been years. It's been years. I guarantee you, when I just said his name, somebody out there was like, man, fuck that nigga. Because there's no apology we willing to accept. There is none. It's been years he's done that work. It don't matter. Right. It's interesting that they put the quotes around hers, because I'm like, I don't know. This one seems fairly believable that she would be like, yeah, I fucked up and I'm sorry. I thought this shit was gonna be okay. It is not.
No, it is not. You scared the kids.
So, there's not much I can say or do. Those parents are going to put words in their children's mouth, and assume how they're feeling. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control. And when it comes to a daycare setting, there's only so much we can do, what we're supposed to do in a daycare setting and a school setting is positive reinforcement. And
that was not positive.
Sometimes it doesn't work, and we're not allowed to do timeout. And obviously, no corporal punishment, which has never been a thing there. There's no form for a parent to sign to give us permission to do that, even if it was an option, but it's not an option. I have never laid a hand on a child, and I never had plans to.
This video is 8 minutes long. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but it is wild that they were like, listen, we can't hit the kids. That's crazy. They be yelling at them, can't be calling them names. That's out of line. But these motherfuckers are bad. Put on a screen mask. Okay, we gonna scare the shit out of them. We gonna scare them into acting right.
Yeah, and also
it's like, because that's what it seemed like they were doing. Like, stop hitting Joseph. Do you want the scream mask? Do you want the scream to come in here?
Yeah, you still can't scare the fuck out the kids.
Like, I know, but it seemed like that's what it was. Like like I'm not saying it's right. I'm right. Obviously
it was a way to kind of get them to behave.
But it sounded like it was like, we don't wash people's mouth with soap. We don't hit people on the hands. We don't call people out their name. We don't raise our voices. We don't do this. It's like, which all acceptable. But then but some of these kids is bad. So we gonna come up with something, and the something was scared the shit out of these little motherfuckers. Oh, that's terrible.
This is horrible. And also, when she was like, talking about the kids and parents putting words in their mouths, it's like, honey, you do not have to deal with these however many parents in there, how many kids, all the kids that went home, the hours, the days, the months. Some of them might have to go to therapy and shit. Like, it's not up to you to determine that.
Now, if she want to be a judge on a TV show on Amazon, I'm down for that. Okay, screen judge. So we, I don't know that she need to go to jail, but if they want to have a judge show and they bring out the mask whenever, two roommates is arguing over whose toast is, and anyway, I'm with it. So just trying to stay consistent. All right. I'm sure Sean will be writing up here to tell us why she was great for the kids. Let's move into another segment. How about we do some let's do some fucking with black people. 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 Of course, fucking with black people is a game. We go all around the globe, find different articles, make us feel fucked with, and we assign points for us from 0 to 100 and intervals of 25. Today's contestants, everybody, and this first one is an update to an old story that we covered.
Oh shit!
You may remember the man claimed vandals targeted him for having a Trump flag.
Federal officials now joining the investigation into a suspicious fire at the home of a Trump supporter.
A Trump flag, a garage, and several cars all going up in flames. As Fox 9's Courtney Godfrey reports, the homeowners say they're pretty shaken up.
I feel like if we didn't wake up, I feel like it could have gotten to our house. As you can see right there, the siding and everything, it just started melting. The windows on this side already shattered.
Home security footage shows the moment Dennis and Deanna Mola run outside to find their garage and several cars on fire.
I woke up around 3:48.
So this must be the original piece. Well, I'm sure we played it at the time. The update. He's pleaded guilty to fraud for faking the whole incident. He did this in September 2020. He falsely reported to police that 3 men lit his camper on fire and vandalized his garage with graffiti supporting President Biden, Black Lives Matter, and Antifa.
He support all 3?
The 3 black, maybe each black man picked a different one. I don't, each vandal.
Everybody in these incidents sound like fake black and brown people. Like,
right.
You know,
I've never met a black.
Did they spray jive turkey? The fuck is this?
I've never met a black person that was hype about Antifa.
Me either. And on top of that, it's funny how they accuse us of doing this shit, but they really do this shit against us though. Like the evidence and all that shit. But when it comes to them, they be setting shit on fire and be like, they did it. And then they investigate and be like, nah, I did it. We've had several of these stories where the woman wrote her name backwards. Mm-hmm. And they was like, ma'am, the name is spelled backwards. Nobody did this to you. You wrote this on your own forehead.
Right. So yeah, I don't know any black people that fuck with Antifa. That's a dead giveaway.
Right.
And all 3 of these groups kind of don't fuck with each other. Right. So there's black people that support President Biden who probably don't really fuck with activism that much. Like if they really fuck with President Biden enough to put graffiti on a house, they probably don't fuck with black activism that much because a lot of black activism calls the president and administration off as they're supposed to. Activists mostly only fuck with the office of the president as a means to like getting things accomplished, but not as a like, let me put this shirt on. Not saying they should or shouldn't, but that's just kind of the way it's been.
Right.
And then Antifa, no black people fuck with Antifa like that. Like none of us are like Fox News has done fear shit that make like Antifa into, but that's white people fighting. That's that ain't us. And if you talk to particularly a subsection of old black people, they were like, who the fuck is the Antifa? Yeah. They don't even know what it is. Yeah, black people, that's not our thing. The Antifa versus the fascist fight is not our fight. Like we've played videos of black people in like DC telling Antifa, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Because y'all come in here and burn down the Starbucks and it's in our community and y'all not from here. Right. So you're not even like, go burn down the shit where you live. You so fucking you so about it. Well, don't come and bomb the police car in our community knowing the police are gonna retaliate against all these black people, and you gonna be somewhere in another state, in another city going, damn shame what they doing to them niggers.
Right.
So yeah, it's very interesting to see how like but you know where all 3 of these places are, all 3 of these entities, the president, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, are all equally working in like cahoots and a conspiracy to get white people. Fox News, OAN.
Okay, because I'm about to say these 3 groups, you know, they on like the opposite sides of the table.
Let Tucker Carlson tell it. They all working together. They all love each other and they all coming for you and your white family.
And also the thing is, they said 2020 in the middle of a goddamn pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Who is out here burning shit in the middle of a pandemic?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't remember all the burning stories. I just know nothing was happening for his ass. Also, they submitted multiple insurance claims for the damage. And he collected $61,000 in insurance claims and $17,000 from a GoFundMe. He pleaded guilty of 1 count of wire fraud and a hoax. He will be sentenced at a later date for his crime. Very interesting.
And if I was this insurance company, I'd make you pay me my money back.
Oh, I love how you said that. Like that's not exactly what they gonna do.
Yeah, goddamn right. I pay you $61,000, bitch. I want every dime back plus interest.
All right, 0 to 100.
Oh, this is 100.
It's kind of a 0 for me. Now, here's why. I never thought this man was attacked by the blacks. TM. And in addition to never thinking that, I always thought he did it. So this is kind of like about time they caught. It took 2 years, but better late than never. Because here's the thing my dad always told me, is the white folks will let you kill somebody before they let you fuck with the money.
Oh, you don't fuck with the money.
And that's the one place that the racism is not covered. The money, like them insurance companies don't. The man who runs the insurance company could be a Trump voter. It don't matter to him.
Nope.
You're not gonna rob him under white solidarity and grievance. He want his money. Insurance companies are not in the business of giving away money to people willy-nilly just cause.
Come on.
Like they gonna send them claims adjusters and motherfucking investigators right on out there. That shit sounded as weird to them as it sounded to my black ass. I guarantee you. Because you know what else they got? The numbers. So they can sit there and be like, funny, Antifa's only burned one garage all year.
Right. Right. It was like, we don't have any Joe Biden supporters that we've arrested for burning things.
Yeah. Every time there's I'm sure a red flag goes up as soon as they get a Black Lives Matter arson report. They like, yeah, that's a white man. Now let me ask you this before we even get to send out the investigators. Who called and reported it? And just to save us some time, 40 to 55-year-old white male. It's like, yeah, how'd you know? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sound like you fit the description.
I'm sending out the insurance dude from American Dad out there.
He be on it, don't it? Out here rubbernecking.
All right, so yeah, that's a 0 for me, but only because I literally am like, of course. Poor. There's another, of course, but now I might feel a little more fucked with.
Okay.
Poor and less white U.S. neighborhoods get worse internet deals. Yep.
I can see that, and a lot of rural areas get less internet deals too because they're sparsely populated, and this is what happens when our infrastructure here is so jacked up and so messed up.
But it's only messed up for the black people.
No. That's not what I am saying. That's not what I'm saying. This is the companies fucking people over.
Yeah, because they could put in infrastructure. I mean, when they you think the motherfuckers that is up there on South End right now, where Roseland is and shit like that, you think them motherfucking high-rise luxury apartments they moving in over by the motherfucking price of chicken coop, you think they got slow internet? You think they got the internet we had when we was over there? Hell no. They could put in the infrastructure and they damn sure charge you like it. Right. But I guarantee you they not.
Right.
So black people end up with the short end of the stick, regardless of infrastructure.
Right. And then they do the gentrification, clustering us in certain areas, and then be like, that area will just drag their fucking internet.
In my neighborhood is terrible, she said. Oh yeah, but that's not the case in other parts of New Orleans. AT&T offers residents of the mostly white upper income neighborhood of Lakeview internet speeds almost 400 times faster.
400 times
for the same price of $55 a month.
Well, bitch, what they give you, an AOL disc?
The vast gulf between the qualities of service AT&T offered these neighborhoods from the same cost is not a fluke. The markup gathered and analyzed more than 800,000 internet services offered from AT&T, Verizon, Earthlink, CenturyLink in 38 cities across America, and found that all four routinely offered fast base speeds of up or above 200 Mbps in some neighborhoods for the same price as connections below 25 Mbps in others.
Wow.
The places neighborhoods offered The worst deals had lower median incomes in 9 out of 10 cities in the analysis. In 2/3 of the cities where the markup had enough data to compare, the providers gave the worst offers to the least white neighborhoods.
And this sounds like something that y'all continue to vote, because this sounds like something that if Biden and another Democrat get in office, they'll talk to somebody and do some form of federal investigation to be like, this is some bullshit.
You know who really would do something about this, and we haven't really heard much from her in a while, and not really sure why, but Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren be on these big companies' asses. Mm-hmm. Like she be like, no, you motherfuckers can't merge. What's going on with this? The disparity in treatment between the kinds of people that you have customers. Yeah, why isn't this like she?
Competition.
If it was up to her, she's like, the government will take all this shit over and just be like, internet is a right, and that's the end of it. Yes. And it's need to be fast for everybody, or not at all. Like that, you know. But I haven't really heard much from Elizabeth Warren. That might just be media coverage stuff, or it might be she's been less vocal since she's obviously not running for president anymore. Right. But yeah, it's just it's not surprising, but it's just make sense. It's the million ways that the million cuts that Black people have to endure, you know.
And so you know what happened when they be like, everybody go home for homeschool, online schooling today because it snowed or the weather bad or the streets closed or whatever the fuck is happening. Bitch, I got dial up. How you expect me to get on Zoom with everybody else?
Well, this is even worse than that, Karen. They're saying you could be paying for whatever. So like, I'm paying for the premium internet speed. I'm Black and I happen to live in a Black neighborhood. My speed is not as fast as a white person paying the same amount of money for their internet and they're getting the promise.
Well, then my question, like, what is you doing? Is it a faucet? Is it a switch? Or y'all just like, fuck it, slow the shit down? I don't understand this.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know what AT&T's reasoning could be
other than racism, because it doesn't make sense. How can I be 3 zip codes over in the same fucking city and I'm twice as slow?
Yeah, AT&T said in a letter to the FCC that it's driven by household density, not median incomes. But when the markup ran a statistical test controller for density, it still found AT&T disproportionately offered slower speeds to lower income areas in 3 out of 4 of the 20 cities where they investigated the service.
Right, so you lying.
We do not engage in discriminatory practices like redlining and find the accusation offensive, said a spokesperson for CenturyLink's parent company. Lumen wrote in an email. He said that the markups analysis is deeply flawed without specifying how. He did not respond to requests for clarification.
Well, then explain to me why that shit ain't working then. Explain that.
Right.
Is all of a sudden we're going to turn around and y'all going to speed that shit up? No, well, then it's a problem.
AT&T spokesperson Jim Greer said in an email statement that the analysis is fundamentally flawed because it clearly ignored our participation in the federal Affordable Connectivity Program and our low-cost access by AT&T service offerings.
Okay.
The federal program that launched in 2021 and pays up to $30 a month for internet for low-income residents or $75 on Travel Land. Shout out, by the way, you brought it up earlier. Shout out to voting, because that's a program that's literally trying to help people by paying this private company to bring the internet to people.
Right. But put like this, but you were forced to do that. The government said you had to, so you did. You wouldn't have done this otherwise.
I don't know that it was forced. I don't think it was forced. It was an incentivized situation. Like we will pay. It's like what's a good example? Like it's like how like the government will help with certain type of first-time home buyers. Mm-hmm. No one's forced to sell to first-time home buyers, but there's an incentive there of we get this extra money.
Okay.
So they're getting incentivized. They're not being forced. I think forced would actually be better, but that would require us as a country dealing with our neoliberal roots and being like, no, this is a public resource that should be managed by the government.
Yes.
You shouldn't be able to get rich selling the internet when the internet should be as ubiquitous as like water, you know.
Agreed.
Any suggestion that we discriminate in providing internet access is blatantly wrong, he said, adding the AT&T plans to spend $48 billion on service upgrades over the next 2 years.
I wonder
where, which neighborhoods?
In the next 2 years, when we do this study again, if we're gonna see some speeds, or y'all just yakking, or you only gonna be spending this in the new condominiums is popping up around the country.
They yik yakking.
They yik yakking. They're just talking.
I will see, but what neighborhoods? Like, just motherfucking saying we gonna improve the speeds.
Where?
Sound like some people's speeds is fine. You know what I mean? It's like some of these motherfuckers don't need no more help. Whose speeds is getting improved? That's all we asking. It's a very valid question. All right. Let's do one last one. Oh, yeah, 0 to 100. I didn't say.
Oh yeah, this right here is 100. It's very, very frustrating and irritating when you know that the internet actually makes or breaks people's incomes, their households, their children being able to learn. Them actually, everything is so connected to the internet, from your phones to you applying for jobs to you making doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. Like, literally, just about everything you do is tied to the internet. And don't nobody want to deal with no AOL.
Yeah, I agree. I give it Dracarys. Last one. Some GOP state officials want to narrow who counts as black when it comes to voting. The question is ensnared in a major legal battle over the Voting Rights Act that can further gut the landmark law and make it harder to protect the political power of voters of color. The legal issue is playing out over new maps of congressional voting districts brought on by Republican-led legislators in Alabama and Louisiana following the 2020 census. With the fate of the maps resting on how the Supreme Court rules first in the case out of Alabama, Merrill versus Milligan, which was heard in the high court this month. The case may set a precedent for lawsuits involving Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. In both cases, lower courts have determined that the maps were drawn in a way that likely weakens black voter strength at the polls, which as a result would violate the Voting Rights Act by giving a minority group, as written out in Section 2, less opportunity than other members of the electorate to participate in the political process and to elect representatives of their choice. GOP state officials have argued against the analysis used, partly by questioning the definition of blackness that has been the standard in cases focusing on the voting power of black people. In 2003, the Supreme Court ruled defining black by including every person who identifies as black on census forms, including those who check off the boxes for black and any other racial or ethnic categories such as white, Asian, Hispanic, or Latino, what the federal government considers to be an ethnicity that can be of any race. Republican state officials, however, seek to narrow the definitions of blackness that do not include people who also identify with another minority group. So if you're a black Latino person, they're like, you can't be black.
Kiss my ass. Y'all made this goddamn one drop rule, not us. You made that bitch.
Right.
You will not take that away. The fuck is this?
And keep in mind, they would not let this be used for stuff like reparations. They wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? They won't let this definition be used for like when Biden and them wrote that check to them farmers. They're going to fight that in the court. Like, the only time that they want to narrow and cut down who is black in America is when and allow some people into whiteness is specifically when it comes to voting power.
Y'all can kiss my ass, because it don't matter what the fuck I put on that census. When you pull my black ass over, I'm still black. It don't matter if I put I'm black, Latino, Asian, black, whatever I'm mixing with black, my ass is goddamn considered black. So if I say I'm black, motherfucker, I'm black.
And I know there's a anti-blackness that it lives within the world of other minorities, you know what I'm saying? So there's people that are Latino and anti-black. You know, I get that. But if they put in black in the census and Latino at the same time, probably not that one. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably a Fat Joe motherfucker. That's not one of these like motherfuckers on the LA City Council being like, I'm black, but also I hate these niggas. Like, they little monkeys. Like, nah, these these are motherfuckers that we probably should be letting cook, you know?
Right, because there's no division in whiteness. Y'all don't go if you're a Jew, you're not fully white. Y'all don't go, if these other groups, Irish, and you know what? And truth be told, when they first came here, you did not consider them white. The only reason you roped them in is because minority numbers grew, and you was like, well, we got to get our numbers up. Let's welcome the rest of these groups into whiteness. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't accept them either.
Yeah, I don't think the census even says like Italian. You know what I mean? I think it's just like white.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah, because know your history. Know your history. If we're gonna cut hairs, let's cut hairs into what is considered a full white person then.
Right. Oh my God. But yeah, GOP officials in Alabama ruled that limiting the definition of people to mark just a black box who do not identify as Latino for the census would be the most defensible. However, they did not submit support for their stance, which tells you how lazy the argument is. Like, y'all ain't even gonna try to
defend it.
Y'all not even gonna try to be like, all right, so this why. It's like nah,
it's racism. We help you pick up what we laying down. Racism, right? Yeah. You gonna rule on racism,
right? Good enough, close enough. We figured it out, everybody.
Right. And also is one of those things too, where black people are gonna be like, the fuck is this? Fuck is and what's even worse to me and what upsets me is the motherfucking Jakaris. What's even fucking worse in the first place? You brought us over here against our motherfucking will, took our language, took our history, anything we do, you steal from us, you push it around the world, and then you tell us we ain't got the right to have it and we can't be proud of it. Right. Even though everything we do, you motherfucking mimic. Yeah. You shot my ancestors, dog. You shot, you killed, you lynched them for decades. Yeah. And then you turned around and passed these fuck ass Jim Crow laws. Yeah. People tell you to do right and you go fuck a law. You did it to Native Americans. They said this is our land and y'all turned around and motherfucking slaughtered them and killed them. Mm-hmm. How dare you? This makes me very upsetting because like I said, we didn't make the goddamn one drop rule. Y'all bitches did.
Right. And of course, the only time that they want to acknowledge the nuance of what counts as race is just to lower the count so they can strip the power from the votes that go against the GOP.
Right.
It's the reason I always say, like, the Democrats have a much harder job because Republicans is easy. We just target the people we know won't vote for us. And we know because we are a white, straight, cishet party, like mostly for men. But we know white people they'll never do anything to restrict white people's votes in general. Like, because Democrats can't do that. Because even if you try, there's like 40% of the white people that will vote for a Democrat. So you can't do it. But the GOP, they're just like, yeah, fuck that whole neighborhood. Black people live there. You know what I mean? Like they don't get to vote no more. It's much harder. Anyway, officials in the Louisiana case, Ardoin versus Robinson, argue that the definition is only to include people who check off either the black box or the black and white and do not identify as Latino. Alabama officials have since dropped their efforts to redefine blackness, but Louisiana and its Republican Secretary of State, Carl Ardoin, who it sounds like must have drew the case, have asked the highest court to rule with a final word on the decision. So we'll find out probably at the end of this month or whenever they start returning those verdicts.
Voting matters. Voting motherfucking matter. Voting matters. I don't care what y'all said about her emails and all that shit, because if you would have had Hillary Clinton there and you would have given her a House and the Senate, a lot of these motherfuckers that are in office now would not motherfucking be in these positions where people are not just hoping and praying that one of them have a goddamn change of goddamn heart and actually care about the populace.
Something happened to their heart.
You don't know. It's like you don't know which direction they're going to go into. You don't know.
Mm-hmm. We praying for their hearts, if you know what I'm saying. Definitely prayers down for their hearts.
And also, I can't even imagine. It's a lot of older Black people, y'all, that still living today. Y'all great grandmas, great aunts. Guess what? A lot of them lived through the civil rights. Some of them are old enough where if they weren't slaves, their parents were slaves, their relatives were slaves. A lot of y'all got family members old enough that lived through integration of schools. A lot of y'all got pictures of y'all older family members, pictures of them with their power fists and they picks out here motherfucking marching, Martin Luther King. Like, this shit is not that old. And you know, this shit is going up. Shit that they thought was settled. God damn it. Shit just get ready to go up. And in their lifetime, they're going to see everything that they worked for fucking washed away. How motherfucking insulting is it to them? How is this a goddamn smack in the face to somebody that lived long enough to see a rise in something and fight for rights, just to see it goddamn taken away because people said, what about her motherfucking emails?
Yep. People dropped the ball. Some of them on purpose, and nobody wants to be, admit to doing it. So, Dracarys for me as well. It's very infuriating. Yeah, that's just a tough one. It's fucking. It makes you very upset. I think you articulated it perfectly. I just don't see how there's still people, and there's a lot less of them that are vocal now, but I don't understand how there's still people that don't realize the right and the use of your vote is the only thing they're afraid of.
Right.
They're not afraid of you marching.
Nope.
They get in power. They make a law. You can't march. Mm-hmm. They throw you in jail. They're not afraid of the petitions. They're not afraid of the demonstrations. Honestly, I don't even think they're afraid of the riots anymore. Like, it's not leading to political change.
Right.
The only thing they're afraid of is a system they set up where you can vote somebody out of office, and if people get their shit together and do it, that's the only thing they're scared of. That's the reason that they're lashing out the way they've been the last 6 years is, to me, clearly an indication of them feeling like they're in the death throes of their party and the death throes of white supremacy, and they're fighting as hard as they can because the group is dwindling. That's why they don't even, like, the last step to me is we don't respect the election because they're like, we know we don't have the numbers. So we just gonna not respect the result no matter what, because our cause is a losing cause because it doesn't gain new people. It doesn't really follow new people. The reason that Trump got in office is because of the desperation of white supremacy, where they're like, we'll even take people that are just part of a megalomaniacal cult. Like, this guy's an egotistical narcissist, and he's bringing in a certain cult following that is driven. They don't even care about policy or politics. They're driven only by white supremacy, and we can be bedfellows of white supremacy together. We'll give him our entire party because we need those numbers. That's just enough. And they only won one time off of that. They are so fucking scared right now. And the thing they're afraid of is your vote. They're not afraid of anything else. They're not afraid of being dragged on Twitter. They're not afraid of y'all's fucking like quote tweets dunking on them, or they're not afraid of MSNBC or Rachel Maddow or whatever. Somebody buy CNN. CNN got to have new opinions tomorrow. They're not afraid of that shit. They're afraid of what happens when you go in that ballot box and put D or not them, and they lose. That's what they're worried about.
Yep. And these things matter. These things matter a lot. And, that's why I'm very adamant about voting. That's why I don't have time for the apathy, and one thing about me, I will keep the same energy, and I will forever keep my foot on their neck. Since 2016, all these motherfuckers that came out there, I was acting stupid. I saw you. And so I'm like, I don't have time for that. I will forever say that you are the reason why. I know there's other factors, but you know who you are. You are the reason why we lost too, because you did not take this bullshit seriously, and you just assumed that Hillary will win. So then you can gloat about how you were so much better than everybody else. Yes, I will keep that same motherfucking energy.
Yeah, it's big fuck around and find out. you know, for a lot of people. And Roe v. Wade, that's just the first. Like I'm anticipating some of this affirmative action shit getting overturned too.
Yes, sir.
It'll be interesting if they start overturning this shit just in time for it'll be interesting the timing. Because if they do this shit before November, whatever we vote on this year, we early voted, but for those that vote in November on voting day, this looks like the 8th this year. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if these judgments come in before November 8th, because some people are already starting to forget how much Roe v. Wade hurt. Right. Like you can already see people falling back into their, you know, Democrats need to do a better job of messaging. You're like, I don't know, black people got the message.
Yeah.
What message you get that I didn't get? I just want to understand what message did I receive that you didn't receive? You know, all these women that just signed up to vote for the first time, all these white women that are voting Democrat, they seem to have gotten the message. So what's the message? Maybe it's not the messenger. Maybe it's the receiver. All right, let's move into the final segment. Let's do some guest the race.
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
Former Callius police officer sentenced to 4 years after giving drugs to a minor.
What?
Callius or Callius, Maine. I don't know how to pronounce this. A former police officer accused of giving drugs to a minor has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. The Attorney General's office tells us 55-year-old Jeffrey Bishop of Cherryfield was sentenced to 14 counts, including aggravated furnishing, stealing drugs, and receiving stolen property. You know how confusing it is when a cop is the one giving you the drugs?
Right.
That would have fucked my little mind up in 8th grade when they had the DARE program. I'm like,
Come
what?
on.
It's just a trap?
But officer, you told me the other officer said don't do drugs.
This is your brain on drugs. You want to try it?
You want to try it?
You want some? You know what I like? Over hard egg. It's good. Like, you know what? Now that you think about it, you know, a little salt and pepper.
The police officers out there bullying the kids to take the drugs. That's
Right.
That's how I thought drug. That's for real, y'all. That's how I thought drug deals went down. I'd just be walking, and all of a sudden, somebody would come and just push me down. You gonna take these drugs?
When they do that thing with the like they come to your class and they do the DARE presentation and they take all the different types of drugs out in the baggies and put them on the table to show you what not to do. I feel like he did that, but then he was like, now listen, you see all these drugs on the table, that right there, that is crack cocaine. $8 for a 8 ball. And if you give me I give you 2 for 20. Okay, so let me know after the classroom, y'all. That is a nickel bag of weed. Now that used to cost $5, so they call it a nickel bag. I can give it to you $17.50. Meet me around back after the class. Okay, I'm gonna take care of y'all. This is that purple kush. Okay, yeah, my real pay. Okay, so some of y'all know. I'll see you in the back. Any questions, raise your hands. Oh yeah, it's got a real funky aroma, but it's got a sweet aftertaste, and it's gonna definitely like. Do you wait till the teacher? It's like Miss Jones, I believe they want you in the hallway. Can you just step out for a second? I need to really talk to these kids. I'm gonna scare them straight, and I don't want you to see this. All right, thank you. All right, listen up, kids.
I'm a scam straight with a screen mask and really scam.
Listen, guys, we only got a few minutes. Okay, who wants heroin? Okay, hurry up before you get back. Anybody bring cash? I even take the lunch money.
Venmo, Cash App,
whatever y'all got.
PayPal.
Follow me on Twitter. I'm Officer. I'm Officer High. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah, they say he was a high school basketball coach. They found hydrocodone pills and fentanyl powder on a 17-year-old student intended for a relative of the minor. They say he stole drugs as well as 16 guns found at his home.
16 guns?
All right, Karen, guess the race of Jeffrey Bishop.
Jeffrey Bishop? Jeffrey Bishop is white.
All right, the chat room says nothing yet. We'll give him some time. You know, they like to take their time sometimes. It's fine. Damn, they're never gonna guess. All right, fuck it. Black, alabaster white. Okay, the correct answer is, we'll go with that. The correct answer is, oh wait, he white, Officer Kane, white, black. The correct answer is he is white. And some of you missed it. I just picture him. I just want to see him pulling up in his squad car to the school. You know, it was like, oh shit, Officer, what's his last name? Officer Bishop is here. Oh, okay. It's time for Dale School, y'all.
You're supposed to put the first 500 in the safe and lose the combination.
Oh no!
Everybody have a seat. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all about cocaine.
No, sir.
Okay, y'all may know it is.
No, sir.
Y'all may know it as hard white. Okay.
No.
Let me ask you this. Show of hands, kids. Who's ever heard of Bobby Brown jaw? Any of y'all ever had Bobby Brown jaw?
No. What's a Bobby Brown jaw?
Something the young kids are talking about.
Okay, you know I don't know no slang.
Man admits to using a credit card he found because I'm a thief, he said to the police. Credit card must have fallen out of her bag, turned a woman into a crime victim. That card was used at a food and liquor store on President Barack Obama Highway.
Not on President Barack Obama Highway. Is that the new MLK? The fuck is happening right now?
It's the new MLK. Yeah. I think 30 years from now we'll be like, nigga, don't go down President Obama. You better not go down President Obama Street.
Don't
Go
down Obama Street.
That way be trying to put the black heroes in the black neighborhood like that's gonna fix the situation. Like, listen, we're not gonna change the way we police. We're not gonna change the resources that go to that neighborhood. But what we will do is change the street sign. Okay. I dare a black person to kill somebody on MLK Boulevard. It's like, I don't think anybody that kills people is thinking about that.
So what is it gonna be? I'm good on any Obama Boulevard.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna be rapping soon.
I just want to see the altercation that takes place when it's like, nigga, I knew I was gonna catch your ass slipping. You shot my motherfucking cousin. You killed him. I take care of my niece. I take care of his kids every fucking weekend because they ain't got no daddy no more. You dead, nigga. It's like, hey man, come on, brother. You know we on President Obama Boulevard. Oh, you lucky today, man. The street,
you know he love our people.
Everybody know the truth of the Obama Boulevard. This right here is sacred ground. You can't kill people.
And you know how black people mix everything together. It ain't gonna be Obama Boulevard. They're gonna be like the Obama's highway. They're gonna group them together. The Obamas.
So it's just gonna be
Obama's road.
This is gonna be like Mind the Sunday Truth in the Wire, but it's gonna be Mind the Obama Boulevard. Anyway, police went down the evening of Saturday, September 24th, and met up with the mother and daughter. The two have a joint account together, which was attached to the daughter's debit card. The daughter says she keeps it in her purse. She last saw it the day before. Still, charges were being made. An officer wrote in the arrest report, I was able to gain access to the security footage of the male that used the car without the consent of the car holder. The officer described the guy. The store clerk advised that he had never seen the male in the store before, suggesting to me that the male was not a regular in the store. On the video, he was wearing a white shirt with a multicolored Hawaiian style shorts with multicolored sandals. He made 15 transactions in 2 days.
You're spinning up.
But the thief wasn't done. A liquor store employee notified the officer the same male who used the bank card had returned to the store to purchase more items. The officers and a partner got there. According to the arrest report, the employee handed me the stolen bank card with the victim's name on it and said the suspect had just left. According to the employee, the suspect was wearing white pants, white shirt, and a black hat and pointed at the suspect walking out the property, and that's when they got him. It was Corey Pate, 45.
How did they get the car? They just leave it on the counter. You keep this. It's maxed out.
Or maybe they said, I noticed, I'm about to call the police. This is a stolen car. Let me see
okay.
Let me see your identification.
Mm-hmm.
And he just left.
Yeah, you reading the card going, I don't think this is you.
When asked why he used the card knowing it was stolen, he said, because I'm a thief.
That's what I do.
Well, points for honesty. So yeah, because he made so many transactions, it means it's gonna be a pretty big problem for him.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of transactions.
Yeah. It's not his first arrest. Surprise, surprise. He was arrested for domestic battery on his girlfriend at her house.
Oh no!
Grabbed her by the shoulders, threw her to the ground, then chased her to the adjacent bedroom and grabbed her by the neck and again threw her to the ground. He spent a day and a half in jail for that, but now you fucking with the money, so probably be going away for a while. Karen, guess the race.
I'm going to go black.
Karen's going to go black. Let's see the chat room. Buying up all the Coke 45 black.
Oh no!
Not the Slits My Liquor Bull.
Buying up all the Blacks and Miles.
Not all the St. Ives. He could
get his hands out. All the 40s he could
all
cut.
The Mad Dog 2020. Red.
All the Alizé he could wrap his hands around.
Why Mad Dog 2020 come in the same flavors as Kool-Aid?
Red, orange,
blue. Even in my white tea black, grab from some Henny and a 6-piece with biscuit black, cause I'm a thief. Let's see, in the article they used the words liquor store instead of beverage barn, nigga black. He got away with for 2 days so props to him, black. I'm a thief. That's what you tell mama, black. Honest with the police, black. The correct answer is, and I think everyone said the same thing, black. You're right. So that's him there. Is it showing or no?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. And look like he got several photos.
Boy.
I love when you can see the progress in his natural hair journey.
You can.
Because he's been arrested enough times.
He obviously taking care of it.
Yeah. Shout out to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he went from the big chop to actually some hair.
All right, let's go to the bonus round. Karen so far is 2 for 2. Which means that we play this version.
That was why I ain't racist. How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Call them niggas.
Just call them niggas.
It's time to get the gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey eating, baboon, big dive, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball.
All right. Last story. Armed burglary suspect. Oh, wait. Can I just play this one? Let me see. Let's find out together, everybody. Oh, wait. I got to share the audio. All right. Oh, wait. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this?
That's it. They can't hear it.
Okay. Let me think about this. How do I share the audio so y'all can hear it? There's got to be a way. Oh, okay. I think I know what to do. All right. So I'm going to share the system audio. Oh, wait. Then it's going to show y'all my whole screen.
Can it play and pick another screen?
Fuck.
Or does it have to be that screen only?
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
They made this difficult for no reason. What if I play it in another window? Browser.
You might
Would
do
that work?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give it a shot, everybody. I have no idea if this is gonna work. It's weird because y'all can hear like my Spotify and all that stuff.
There's something about when you play
on that search along the St.
Okay, I'm about to play it. Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear it? I know there's a slight delay.
On that search along the St. Johns River for an armed burglary suspect in Seminole County yesterday, deputies eventually caught 28-year-old Oscar Leonidas of Apopka. Now, he's facing several charges, including fleeing from authorities at a high rate of speed and possessing methamphetamines. For hours Saturday, deputies from Seminole, Orange, and Volusia counties searched the St. Johns River near Lake Mary Boulevard and Celery Avenue, just outside of Sanford, for this man, 28-year-old Oscar Leonidas. According to investigators, Leonidas was wanted out of Lake County for an armed burglary. An Orange County aviation helicopter tracked Leonidas in a reported stolen vehicle entering into Seminole County from Orange County on 419 near Snow Hill Road. That's where a deputy with Seminole County began to follow. Seminole County deputies attempted to place tire deflation devices on Leonidas's vehicle, but he was tailgating another car too closely. According to the deputy, when he activated his lights, Leonidas crossed the center line and began to take off at a high rate of speed. The deputy says he broke off pursuit but followed the car to the 415 bridge near Celery Avenue when Leonidas bailed from the vehicle and jumped into the river. Deputies eventually caught Leonidas and booked him into the Seminole County Jail. And deputies say they found several baggies on him containing brown substances that tested positive for fentanyl. They also found crystal meth inside the vehicle. Now he remains in the Seminole County Jail on $66,000 bond.
All right. Guess the race, Karen, of Oscar Leonidas.
I'm going to go black. Oscar Leonidas, but them drugs though, them drugs is so white drugs. That Leonidas is throwing me off. I'm gonna go white.
All right, Karen's gonna go white. Let's check the chat room, see what they believe. A lot of guesses. Well, jumped in the river, white. High flying, white. This is Florida, white. This is Florida, white. Spartans, white. Could have stopped after saying meth, white. Meth, fentanyl, and the jump in the river, white. Meth is white people's paprika. A druggie that can swim, white. Greek, white. Gotta be white. This ain't a nigga. He can swim. He's a wetback Mexican. He used to crossing the river. God damn, that's racist as hell. Putting in the crack in the cracker. The correct answer is.
Oh no!
The correct answer is, I'm gonna say white. But I'm not gonna play any boos for anybody that said Latino, because damn, I want to show us. Oh, because this is what he looks like, and that could be a Latino dude under them tattoos and shit. Okay, let me. Why can't I just show y'all the picture? Let's try this. Open image in the tab. There we go. So this is him. He could be Latino. He could be white. I don't know. A lot of hair, a lot of face tattoos. A lot going on here.
What is happening?
Yeah.
These are like a painting. All that tattooing.
Yeah, a lot going on here. So
that is a lot going on, and it was so close. I almost couldn't tell what skin. He'd have fit in a few of the clear spots, but wouldn't have been able to tell the skin tone.
Yeah, all I know is he definitely did it.
Yes, he did
and
that.
You better hope you get that one judge that. Better hope Judge Pinky is around.
You better hope she on the case.
You better hope the prosecutor don't show up. So you could go home.
Right, because if not, I assume that you're going to jail.
Miss Puddin', I done got us a hookup on meth. Okay.
Yes, we get ready to have all the drug parties in my house.
All right, sword ratchet this time.
Get high on me, bitches.
Clown mask robber with samurai sword arrested after 10-day hunt. How was it hard to catch him? He must have. Calling out cars. Be on the lookout for a clown with a sword. Can't be too many of those.
Can't be.
The man who robbed a Unimart while wearing a clown mask and brandishing the samurai sword has been identified. William Clancy, 29, of Albrightsville, will be charged with 3 counts of robbery, reckless endangerment, simple assault, theft, receiving stolen property, and possession of instruments of a crime. What is possession of instruments of a crime? Is that because we don't want to write sword into the book? So we just like, it's an instrument of a crime.
So anything could be instrument of a crime, then.
Right. Yeah. Like it's a hammer. An instrument of a crime.
Now I would actually consider that an instrument of a crime. But
it's also a tool. Like I don't know.
That's true. Now
I'm looking up his picture on in another article, and he's looking like a white dude right here. So that's him after they caught him.
Oh.
So I don't know. He had a bad day.
So
he'll be charged with 3 counts of according to Pennsylvania state officials, he was caught on video about 4:55 a.m.
At the minute mark, the people that's just there trying to sit there that few hours because the morning crew about to come in and you fucking up the morning.
They just trying to keep the hot dogs that's been rotating for 48 hours going.
That's all they doing.
They don't want these problems. So he entered the back of the business, demanded money from a cashier, all while holding the samurai sword. Now they ain't got no damn money at 5 in the morning.
No money.
Police say they did.
This is empty.
Right. He exited out the back and ran into the woods. He was quickly identified.
Did he pick up one of their bananas too?
They trash there.
They trash. Yes, they are.
He was quickly identified and arrested after his notorious choice of disguise, a clown mask, made the rounds on social media. He's currently being held in a correctional facility. And I'll do one more because a lot of y'all sent this to me. A West Virginia man who once allegedly put rice cooker bombs on the subways hit with a sword sheath by a ninja on the New York City train. Damn, it's a lot going on in that headline.
Yes, that is. What's happening here?
A West Virginia man who once set off panic in the Big Apple by allegedly planting rice cooker bombs in the subways was attacked
What
by
the hell
a
is
ninja.
a rice cooker bomb?
Rice cooker.
A rice cooker bomb. Oh, okay.
Was arrested by a ninja was attacked by a ninja, quote unquote, with a sword sheath on Lower Manhattan train Thursday morning. Larry Griffin the second, 29, who was on parole for the bomb scare, followed the sword sheath wielding assailant into a northbound A train as it approached the Chambers Street station and got into a dispute with him around 9:30 a.m. As the man got off the train, the attacker, who was wearing an all-black outfit, hat, and sunglasses, hit Griffin on the top of the head with the encased weapon and then dropped it and bolted. What's the point of having... Okay, I guess it's better that he didn't not drop it, I guess, but that is the weird plan of attack. I'll hit him on top of the head with the sheath and then drop the sword in the sheath and run away. Like, what was the point of having this weapon?
I don't know. And he did bad in ninja school. He never made Jonin.
Yeah, he didn't pass the tuning exams.
He did not.
Griffin suffered a deep gash and was treated for injuries at the scene and taken to the hospital. The attacker fled out of the subway station. According to the police who were hunting for the suspect, Mayor Eric Adams later linked the off-the-rail incidents to the city's mental health crisis. Oh, and not the crime one. Interesting. He's like, we're not gonna stop and frisk these ninjas. I'm surprised he didn't take the opportunity. That's his shit.
Ninjas and black people, they both start with an N. They both wear black.
You said it between dances at the club. When you do analysis of subway crimes you are seeing is driven by people with mental health issues, Adams said at an unrelated press conference in Brooklyn Thursday. If you got a ninja outfit on and you're running around with a sword, then something is wrong. True words, Mayor. True words. Officer Mayor coming through again.
Yes, he is.
In August 2019, Griffin was caught on surveillance camera footage leaving at least 2 rice cooker bombs in Fulton Street subway station. The explosives didn't go off, but he was later charged with making false bomb threats and placed on parole.
They didn't go off, but the rice was done. The fuck is this?
This motherfucker, this was crazy meeting crazy, and he got out crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What are the odds?
Yeah, the rice was delicious. The bombs just didn't go off.
Yeah. That rice was the bomb. He pleaded guilty to placing a false bomb in a mass transit center and was sentenced to 2.5 years in state prison with 3 years of post-release supervision in August 2020. He was also charged in 2017 for showing a video to a minor that involved him having sex with a chicken.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. Did not see that coming.
Oh, that's a twist.
Yeah. Police in West Virginia said after his 2019 arrest, authorities are investigating what provoked the subway train attack. The attacker was allegedly caught in surveillance camera footage sporting a mustache, large headphones, and iridescent sunglasses as he passed through a subway turnstile.
Yeah, this sounds like somebody should have been checked on a while ago, way before this incident.
Oh, absolutely. No arrests have been made, by the way.
What?
Because
So both of them still free?
Why wouldn't they be, Karen? Why wouldn't they be? I'm having such a good time with these sword stories. We'll do one more.
Yay!
All right. This one I think is a video on YouTube. Let me see if I can play it for y'all and get it on my screen. You should be able to hear this one. All right, last one. Kansas City neighbors react to stabbing where suspect used sword.
If you had a sword, even a very cheap one, and just lightly pushed it, it can literally go straight through someone and kill them.
Weapons specialists react to recently filed murder charges accusing a Kansas City man of impaling his brother with a samurai sword.
Oh, not
Police
black.
say the suspect originally told
I didn't know it was gonna be a brother, y'all.
Oh,
my goodness.
He out there with a fencing knife? The fuck is this?
Well, that's the dude at the Bear Sword Academy.
okay.
That has nothing to do. They just went and talked to
okay, sort
this
of.
guy.
Okay.
And I love he has the Mandalorian on his wall.
Yes, he does.
He's really probably not even instructing people on sword fights. He just likes talking Star Wars.
I guarantee you.
There with a samurai sword. Police say the suspect originally told
pink
authorities
dress.
that
I see you, sis.
the victim had taken his own life.
The true conflict, however, was quickly revealed with Facebook Live video showing the dispute starting over an oven being turned off while one brother was making pizza. Fox 4's Jacob Kittle sat live from the 6300 block of Tracy Avenue. Jake,
slicing it.
court documents indicate a utility worker found the victim on a front porch near there.
Well, that's right, John. That worker found that man with a sword sticking in his chest. Emergency responders noted that sword went all the way through that man's body with about 7.5 inches of the blade sticking out of his back.
With that,
This is the porch where police would find Carl Wynn dead. His brother is 38-year-old Aaron Wynn, a person neighbors say was well known for his belligerence.
I would see him fighting with people like not even that long ago, actually on the 2nd. He was fighting with somebody at like
Damn,
12
shout
in the
out
morning.
to nosy neighbors. Damn, they be coming through.
Yeah, because you probably woke everybody up.
Listen, if you get killed, I know they're annoying right now because you're alive, but your ghosts need to come through and like bless them.
I find them because
they be in your business, but damn, they be helping the police.
They're the people that be calling Crime Stoppers and getting that
Right.
money.
They're like, you were fighting the other day. It was 8:46 a.m. I remember because it was a Monday and I was headed to class. I'm like, yep, 8:46. Cool. That nigga's alibi is over. Prison.
And then I would like see them always outside drunk or just always something was happening, honestly.
Aaron Wynn is now charged with second-degree murder and armed criminal action in the October 13th death of his brother. One witness said the victim took 3 deep breaths before she believed he died, but did not say anything to her. The sword inserted into the victim's chest was black in color with a black and red handle.
The blade would be slightly curved with an angled tip on the end. Both of these and those are equally deadly.
He just likes swords. They need to check on him too. Get him on watch list.
Yeah. If he's certified,
He a
Lead
little too
instructor at
excited.
the Northland's Bear Sword School of Western Martial Arts. He stresses safety during weapons training, saying, although this death is shocking, it's also not surprising.
In reality, it is a weapon that's designed to kill people. And this would easily go through either one of you with that much push. Cheap swords will break, but it's when they're hitting other swords or something hard. Even a very inexpensive sword that you pick up on eBay or something will go right through.
That's all I be
Pick
saying.
them on eBay. The
That's-
fuck is this?
That's what I be saying. I say it every time.
I didn't know you could order bitches on eBay.
Yes, that we don't regulate. What have you not? We've done this segment 2,600 times.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
I know, but I didn't know you
My
could
own
order on
co-host and
eBay.
wife does not listen to me when I do this segment. That's what I just found out. Yes, any sword is a deadly, dangerous weapon. It don't matter what. You can get them anywhere. We don't regulate the market at all. This is crazy that we live in a world where this is okay.
Jackson County medical examiner says the cause of death was multiple sharp force entries. Neighbors say the sword aspect of this is disturbing.
And for you to even have one and to think to like do that to your family, I don't know, that's kind of crazy. Because me personally, I'm a family person and I would never like in my life think about doing that.
And according to court documents, Aaron Wynn himself showed authorities a 16-minute Facebook video where he threatened his brother with a taser for turning off the oven while he was making a pizza. So a very strange and tense situation.
Hey, 14 minutes.
A taser. That's safer. Why did he graduate the sword?
Who knows?
You should have just tased him.
They sound like they fight all the time.
Sad shit out here. Brothers killing brothers. All right, y'all. That's it. We'll be back later on in the week. Definitely giving y'all that recap on Wednesday.
Yes.
Look forward to talking about that finale. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
All right, y'all. Until next time. I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.